Three times this week, I found myself having a conversation about the spirit of entrepreneurship. And it's really made me remember a conversation I had with a very successful serial entrepreneur who had had many exits when we first launched Veltari Bio. And I remember saying to him, "So how did you do it? What's the secret?" And I was expecting him to say something like, put together the right team, maybe something strategic about financing or whatever. And he looked at me and he said, "The entrepreneurs who make it are simply the ones who don't give up." And that statement was so impactful. I have carried that with me during my journey as an entrepreneur. This road is not easy. It's really challenging. It feels like you are climbing Mount Everest with a boulder on your back. And I can't tell you how many days I have wanted to stop. Everything around me says, don't keep going. It's too hard. You can't breathe. You can't do this. You can't do that. But there was always that little part inside of me that said, just keep going. Just keep going. And that is the entrepreneurial spirit. Because this is such a hard road and the solutions are different for everyone, there are, though, I believe, two simple things that you can do today to help you climb and to continue doing this climb, even though it's really super challenging. And the first one is simple, but not as simple as it seems. It's really to simplify your life. And when I mean simplify your life, don't make things so complicated. We tend to complicate everything. We make things more complicated than they really need to be. And this journey is hard enough. So take a look at everything you've got going on and really ask yourself, does this really need to be done right now? Do I have to be doing this? Does this bring me in alignment with either who I am or where I want to be in my business or as an entrepreneur? And if there's any question, you put it on the shelf and you do it at a different time. This goes for both your professional and your personal life. I think it's probably harder personally to let go of things and to recognize that things don't have to be done right away or they don't have to be perfect than it is to maybe do that in our business. But I have learned to really simplify and uncomplicate things as I've gone on this journey to really make it a little bit easier so I can keep going. So drop that boulder off your back so that you can keep climbing. And then the second thing is gonna sound a little cliche, but it's really super important. You've got to take care of yourself. I was having a conversation yesterday with someone who said, I'm just so burnt out. I am so exhausted. I don't know how I can keep going. And we were talking about some strategies to help so that he could just keep going and just keep climbing. Because the reality of this business is that you just simply don't know when you're going to get your next break. You don't know when you're going to finish that milestone. You have an idea, you kind of have these goals, you have a timeline in mind, but things happen. We're in the middle of a pandemic. Things change, plans change. So in order to keep going and nurture that entrepreneurial spirit, you've also got to give yourself time to actually nurture that spirit. And to support that spirit so that it can carry you through this journey. So something really simple that I like to do on a daily basis, this does not mean you wait until you get a vacation or you wait until the weekend to do this. This is an everyday habit that I'm going to encourage you to start. Take 5 minutes or 2 minutes and just breathe. Sit down, clear your thoughts, turn off your phone, turn off your computer, make sure that you're in a place where you can actually release and let go of all of that weight, all of those shoulds, coulda, have tos, release it and just breathe for a moment and just feel that pressure and anxiety release. Trust me when I say you will feel better when you do this. So, in honor of Halloween and the idea of spirits, I really want to encourage you to nurture your entrepreneurial spirit by simplifying and taking care of that spirit. Have an awesome weekend. Talk to y'all soon.